as a freight broker agent, you're an independent contractor contracted to work under a licensed broker, so everything's legal. You're not an employee, so to speak. You are an independent contractor, meaning you're on a commission. So there is no, quote, salary. Okay. Standard commission for a freight broker agent, I've seen it as low as 40%. I've seen it as high as 80, 85%. I'll break down those numbers in a moment, but the average is going to be about 60, and that's what we pay in the mentorship program. Now, 50 to 75, 80% is typically what a broker is going to be offering to a direct agent. If you are in the ballpark or talking to somebody and you're thinking about contracting to them as a broker agent, and they offer you a 40% contract, in other words, you're going to make 40% of profit, and we call it net, load net, but it's the load profit, the difference between what the customer paid you to move a load and what you paid the truck. Okay. So if you had a customer, they agreed to pay you, I don't know, $2,500, and you found a truck, negotiated with the truck, agreed to pay them $2,000. The profit or the load net, and every broker has a different term for it: load net, load profit, net profit, just whatever you want to, gross net, whatever you want to call it. But it's the difference between what the customer paid you and what you paid the truck. So like I said, if the customer's paying, $2,500, you're paying the truck $2,000, there's a profit on that load or load net of $500. That's where you're going to make your commission, be it 40%, 60%, or whatever. If you were under a standard contract, 60% commission, your commission on that load would be $300, 60% of the 500. A lot of people go, well, what about the other 200? But that's the broker. Well, why should they get that much? Oh, come on. You're working under their license. They've got everything in place. They're handling all the administrative. They're doing the heavy lifting. They're allowing you to work under their license so you can be an independent contractor. You see what I'm saying? So now, if somebody's offering you a 40% contract, that's a pretty good indication that you're not contracted to the broker direct, but you're contracted as a sub-agent through a direct agent for that brokerage. So what I mean is maybe I'm the agent. I've got a contract with the freight brokerage company. You come to work for me as a freight broker agent. Yes, I'm a freight broker agent, but I'm an independent contractor. In my independent contract, or in my contract, the broker agent agreement with the broker in which I'm contracted, it states in there, my people are my responsibility. I'm an independent contractor. I can hire, do whatever I want. They're just giving me the authority to work under their license. So if I want to have agents, I can, but they're going to be called sub-agents, actually, or known as, that's the term. But actually, you're going to be an agent for that agent, but you are going to be the sub-agent. You're a sub-agent of the agent that has a direct contact with that broker. So they may be getting 60%, and they're paying you 40%, so they're getting 20% override on what you do. So if you had a load, you had a net of $100, you're going to make $400, or not, $40 rather, 40% of the 100, and the sub-agent you're working under, or the agent you're working under, they're going to make 20%. They're going to make $20. See what I mean? Now, let's take this a little bit further. We have had at TALTOA, companies call us, this big logistics company they called, this happened several years ago, and they called us for consulting. And the issue was simply, and this was a pretty big size brokerage, they were, if I told you the name, you would recognize it immediately. But they had an issue, and what the issue was simply this. They had brokers. They were making money every year. But the problem was, it was flat. Yeah, they made money every year, but they didn't make any more money. It was like, okay, we made X amount of money last year. We made the same X amount of money the year before, the same X amount of, there was just no increase in their revenue. It stayed the same. Immediately, we knew exactly what the problem was. They were paying their brokers a salary. They had no incentive to go out here and try to drum up new business. They were paying them a good salary, $50,000 a year. But they were in a corner now because they were trying to get their revenue up. But the only way they could do that was to increase sales. Well, the brokers they had no motivation. And we told them, if you try to make any adjustments now to their salary and try to get them salary plus commission, you're going to lose a lot of people. If you try to decrease their salary and then replace what you took away with commission, they're not going to be happy, and then they're going to lose or stood a chance to lose the entire operation. Or take a big hit for sure. So, what we suggested was from here on in, if you want to pay a salary, have employees and pay them a salary, start them at a low salary with plus commission. They have to have that incentive. Any good salesperson, anybody in sales whatsoever, in freight brokering as sales, would rather have a commission, be commission-based than salary-based if they're worth their weight, okay? Because a good salesperson, they know they can make money in sales. They know it. They know they'll make more money commission rather than salary. They want that opportunity. Anyway, LaShonda, if you are looking to become a freight broker as an employee, yeah, there are jobs out there. The problem is going to be trying to find a company that will hire you, pay you a salary, and give you time to learn the business. Because you're not bringing anything in. I mean, you are, as a new, and this is why a lot of new freight broker agents that just get out of school, they can't get hired by a broker because they have no book of business. They have no experience. That's one of the pluses with the TALTOA packages. You're able to begin your broker operation almost immediately once you complete training. So you can gain the experience, you can build the book of business. But LaShonda, if a freight brokerage company was to hire you and pay you a salary, you may never get to the point to where you're paying for what you're doing. Anytime a freight broker puts on a broker, they expect that broker to make enough money to pay their salary and make that company money. You see what I mean? Anyway, LaShonda, if you'd like to talk more about this, feel free to call me, 479-668-0838. That's our number at TALTOA.